These are the Dollar Tree easel whiteboards, dry erase boards, whatever you want to call them, that I picked up at Dollar Tree. This is what we are going to be putting sublimation designs on today. So for these dry erase boards, we are going to be creating a design, and I have no idea what to put on them yet. I just thought something fun. Maybe we'll do a couple different designs. So I am in my Canva account. I do have a Canva Pro account. So some of the things that I use, you may need to have a Canva Pro account. So I'm going to start here on custom size. I'm going to change this to inches. And I measured these cute little dry erase boards from the Dollar Tree. They are just adorable. And it came in a little over 4¼ inches wide. So I'm going to do 4.3 here. And then height was slightly over 5.5. So I'm going to put 5.6. I am going to make these a little bit larger for the whiteboard as well, but we'll do that in the printing phase. So now I'm going to create a new design here. And so now I am going to start looking around for elements here. So I'm going to look for, right now, fall is coming. It's August, mid-August. And we are not to fall yet, but I am so feeling fall. So I'm just going to put fall background in here and see what we get. We could design something that would be good for a wedding, possibly, or anything actually. So I'm going to go here and I'm just going to kind of look through here at some fun fall backgrounds. Oh, that is so pretty. There's so many. You could actually put a picture on here too. If you had a photo that you wanted to add, maybe I'll upload a photo for one too. But for now, I am going to go back here to all graphics here. Go back to fall again. And just see here, so many pretty things to pull in here. Go back to graphics. Ooh, cute. Fall vibes. Oh, that's really cute too. So these are graphics that come with Canva, and you can see some of them, like this one is not a pro, so you don't need to have a pro account for that. But this is, and this is, so it all depends if it has this little crown or not. That you can see that you'd have to have a pro account. Oh, this bow is cute. So I'm just going to pop that in there for now. And because I put that bow in there, it shows you some recommendations that could go nicely with that. Oh, there's such fun stuff in here. This is just adorable. This is cute. Pull that in and just kind of see what we're going to do here. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just playing around, trying to find some cute images here. Oh, very cute. Oh my gosh. Just popping some things in here. Oh, that truck is cute too. Oh, yeah, nothing better than a truck, right? So let's add another page. I just went down and hit the add page button, and then I can pull some of these down into the other area here, just so that we can have a couple different designs going here, because this is super fun with all these fall images in here. Now I do have a Creative Fabrica all access account too, so I could go and get images from there, but we're just going to work out of Canva today, I think, instead of going back and forth. Ooh, pretty. So let's click on this one again and see what we get. Pop that one down, make this a little bigger so you can see it here. Bring this image in, pull this one out over a little bit to the side, bring this one over here a little bit, just kind of have that in the background there. I don't know if I'm going to leave that there because I don't like it with the hay here, the straw underneath it, but we'll see. I think I'll delete that right now. Oh, that is super pretty. Very cute. You could add this to your fall decor as you're setting up. And you could use anything here. It doesn't have to be fall, but it'd be really pretty if you're doing a fall wedding, and say you're gonna do table markers, and then just go to text here, add a text box and write table. Oops, see if I can spell table right here. And one. Let's see what we can get here. and you could put these on as table markers for your wedding. Got spelled table right here. And then you could go up to your fonts here and we'll change it to something different. Autumn vibes. Ooh, that's too kiddish, but for a wedding. But you get the idea here that you could really add some beautiful, beautiful images here. Let's see. Let's see what else we could add to this for like a table design. I'm not going to print this one because I don't want to use one of my whiteboards for that. But let's go back to fall background here and pull up something that may look very pretty on wedding guest tables here. And I'm going to send this to the back. So you go to position and to the back. And how pretty is that for a fall table design for a wedding? I think I would change the font here though to something more formal even. Let's see. No, I don't like that one. But you know, there's so many fonts to pick from. That's kind of pretty. Nope, can't read it well enough. But so you get the idea that you could use these for table numbers for a wedding or anything that you choose. So I could also go up here and go to effects and add some color here for this as well. Give it a little bit of a pop or even white. Change it up a little bit. So you could really get elegant on this as well. You could add some beautiful wedding images too. But now we're just going to go back up and I'm going to go back and start going through my elements here again. Go to this one. I'll go to this one. And whoops, I'm piling trucks up in here just because I'm hitting the wrong thing here. So I am going to go to fall again and get back into our designs and all those beautiful things that come in. So let's go back to graphics here. And hello fall, that's kind of cute. So you could write your own, or you could pick some of these that are pre-existing here. Kind of stick that in there. Make it smaller here. Edit image. Let's see. Make it smaller. There we go. Get it in there. That's kind of cute with that actually. I'm going to make this bigger so that you can see it. And when you can get it perfectly centered here. And then get the truck centered too. Make sure that that's centered. All right, now I'll zoom it out back in a little bit so I can see what I'm doing here. All right, so we got that in. I want to add some more to this because I want to have maybe, well, some leaves down there would be really pretty too. Put some leaves on the ground. We're going to put that in, and then we can position that to the back. And again, we can Control C, Control V, duplicate that, and then I can edit the image. I can flip it, so I can flip it a different way here, and then add that one on the other side. And again, I'm going to send that to the back, position here to back, and then we've got that in. I might even rotate this. If you grab this little turner here, you can rotate it and then you have a whole different look. Now it looks like that truck is driving on some fancy leaves there. I like that. So now I'm going to hit fall background again, and I'm going to see if I can find a pattern that will look real good back there. And that's pretty, but I don't think that'll look good, but maybe this one. Put this one in. Stretch it out so it's covering the whole thing here. And again, I'm going to position that to the back. Ooh, that is very, very pretty. Might change the color of my leaves here. As you can see, you can change these colors. You can make them darker, or see here is some green. Whoops, I don't want the whole thing changed. Nope, nope, nope. No, so, okay, that's given us this background color. So I want to make sure I get the leaves here. So now I can change maybe this color of the leaf to the green, make it a little darker. I don't know if I'm fond of that, but that looks good there. Now here, when I highlight this one, those real light colored leaves, I can change the color here by going in And I'll change them to that. There, it pops better on that paper. I'm gonna move that up a little bit here. So I actually like that. I think we got a good design there. So now I'm going to go down and I'm going to remove this table off of there. And I'll add something else fall for this. So, oh man, there's some pretty designs in here that we can do. Maybe I'll take this one out, move this one down, get it centered real well. Kind of want it to match my truck though. But let's see, I love gnomes. I'm sorry. I gotta see. Nope, don't like that gnome with that design. And I think I'm gonna put my other basket back in there. So I'm gonna hit reverse here because I really like that basket and I think it matches the truck nicely. I'm probably gonna put these up for my fall decor. So I will go back here now and I will go to the graphics again. I'll take background off here and just go to graphics and let's see what we can find for some more words. I don't like those. I can put my own in too. I don't want sweater weather. I think I'll put some more leaves, maybe two in there. Let's see. Maybe move that to the back. Let's see. Put that in, flip it, vertical, horizontal, and vertical here, and flip it here a little bit. Get that in there. Shrink it down a little bit. Bring that in, get it where it fits nicely on the page. And now I'm going to send that backwards one, not two, but that now we have inserted some leaves into our basket. That looks pretty good, actually. I'll pull it down a little bit more. There we go. So now we've got some leaves in our basket. So we've actually changed the design and made it our own here. And now I'm going to go and see if I can find some word just because I'm too lazy to go and print some myself. But let's see what we can find. Let's see. Fall is in the air. There we go. That's very pretty. Let's bring it up here. Oh, now my leaves are in the way here. Shrink that down a little bit. Fall is in the air. I like that a lot. I'm going to change the color though. I'm going to shrink these leaves down again, the ones that I stuck in the back here. Make them a little bit smaller and turn them so that they're out of our way. See how you can change a design, make it the way you want it. You know, this is your design. So now I can stretch this out a little bit, get that in there, and then fall is in the air. And now I'm going to see if I can edit this at all and do a shadow, maybe do a drop shadow. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Let's see what we can get for color now too. Fall is in the air. Go to duotones here. Look here at some of the colors. Some things you can change to the exact color you want, and some things you just got to go with what they have here for colors. So I don't know that I like that. I think I like the black the best. Well, that's not too bad. But I am also going to go back to this edit image and I'm going to take a little bit of that blur away here. It's a little blurry there. So I'm going to go here and move this one a little bit. I wanted that. There we go. And now the angle just slightly down a little bit. And now I can make sure that I've got that in the center again because I did move that blur and stuff around. So let's see what we got here. Fall is in the air. Yeah, that looks very nice. I think that these are the two that we will print and then we will try and put these on these dry erase boards. So I will get these printed and well, first I'll download them. I'm going to get rid of this one. Let's shrink this down so you can see. Let's get rid of this design because I don't need that one. And I'm not, okay, so these are the two that we will, this one doesn't quite look like it's in the center for me. Sorry, starting to talk to myself here. There, get that in there. I'll get these two printed and then we will get them ready. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to download And because I have Canva Pro, I can increase the DPI, and I'm going to do that here. You do not have to, and you don't need a transparent background for this because we are going to print this big enough that it's going to cover the whole whiteboard. So you don't need the transparent background, but because I can, I'm going to. Now I'm going to download it. And now once that's done downloading, I'm going to unzip it. And then I'm going to start a new Word document here. So let's go to Word, new document here. And so we'll do that, but let's get back here to our Canva. There we go. It saved it as table with 2 L's or whatever. Yeah, so we're just going to extract it into that folder. I didn't change the name, so that's fine though. So now what we're going to do, since I've extracted that and I've got my new Word document here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to layout first, and I am going to make sure that I've got 8.5 by 11, just because that's the size paper I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using htvront 125 sublimation paper. I'm going to make sure my margins are set to 0. I have those pre-selected. So now I'm going to go up here and I am going to insert those pictures that we just made. And so go to downloads here, right here, bring these 2 designs in. And the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my wrap and through feature here because I want these to be able to move around on the page. So now because I did that, I can move them around on the page. I'm using Word here, like I said. So I'm just going to get these in here nicely so that I can go and print them. Now I do have extra room and you could add extra designs in here, and I may do that and I may not, but I don't like to waste paper. So I will typically fill up my sublimation paper so that I have it full. So now I'm going to go to File and I'm going to go to Print here. And I am not using this printer, so I'm using my Epson EcoTank 2760 that I've converted over to sublimation printing by adding sublimation ink. I will have links below for my printer, for the ink I use, for the presses I use, everything down below. So please look below and also subscribe to my channel and like my video. I would greatly appreciate it. So now I'm going to go into printer properties. And I'm going to make sure I have premium presentation paper matte selected and high quality. Now under more options, I'm going to go under image options and I'm going to make sure I have emphasize more and emphasize thin lines. That is a preference of mine. I've had people ask me why I do that. I just feel I get a better print. You're going to want to make sure you have high speed unchecked. You do not want to print with high speed. You might have bidirectional here. Turn that off. And you always want to mirror your sublimation images. Otherwise, when we press this on, it'll be backwards unless you're doing glass or something, but that's a whole different ball game. Just when you're doing sublimation, get used to mirroring your images. There are very rare circumstances where you don't mirror your image. Okay, so I'm going to hit OK. And it says offline here. And that's because this is my laptop and I always use a printer cable. I find you get a better print with a printer cable because your Wi-Fi can cut out and that'll cause lines in your design. And that doesn't mean your Wi-Fi went out completely. It just means that it lost, all of its full service and it's going to cause defects. So I suggest not using your Wi-Fi and use a printer cable. So I'll get this printed and then we will get started. Something that's very important that I forgot to mention before I go and print these is I'm going back into my Word document here and I'm going to highlight this picture, go to picture format, and you see it came in at that 5.6 by 4.3. Well, I'm going to up that. I'm going to go to 5.8. And I'm going to do the same thing to this one. And I'm going to move them around here a little bit. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want full coverage on these dry erase boards. I don't want any of the white showing. And I can do this because it doesn't matter. I'm just want to make sure that I have that fully covered. And that's why I put the background on the way that I did, so that we can get this image on there and have plenty of room. So now I'm going to go back to File and Print and make sure that my printer settings are correct here. They are. So now I'll go and print this. So of course my printer decided to goof up on me, and now I'm getting an error code. So we'll for sure be doing one. Not sure if I'll get to the second one. So I'm using my htvront auto heat press, and I have got the time set for 35 seconds and the temperature at 385 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to be running these at 35 seconds at 385 degrees. So I have put a little rubbing alcohol on a coffee filter, and I'm going to be cleaning up my blank here, and then I'm going to be adding my design. And of course, I'm going to be putting my design down, face down on my whiteboard. So I have taped my design down here, and as you can see, it does not leave a lot of room. So I am glad I really upped my size on this. And this is heat resistant tape that I'm using. So now I'm going to be putting it on my press, and I have a mat on here. I'll have the link below for this silicone mat. But now I'm going to be pressing this at 385 degrees for 35 seconds. So let's get started. So I've got my heat glove on here, and we got a few seconds left, and we will see how this turned out. All right, here we go. Let's hope for the best here. Well, let's see. I will get it uncovered. Let's do a peek here though. Ooh, that looks good. Oh my goodness, look at how amazing this turned out. So I got my printer going, so hopefully we can get this second one going here real soon. So I already cleaned this up, and so I've used the rubbing alcohol, and I used a coffee filter, so I've got this all cleaned up and ready to go. So here's that design. So I'm going to tape this down the exact same way and run it through the exact same way, 385 for 35 seconds. So something that I noticed, which I probably should have checked before I started, was this whiteboard is slightly bigger than the other one. So be sure to measure your whiteboards. But anyway, I've got it taped down. Let's hope I've got it in place real well here. And we will go and get this one pressed as well. 385 for 35 seconds. All right, I turned my press off here. So let's take a peek on this corner as well. Oh yeah, that's good color. I'm worried about being all the way to the bottom. It did leave a little bit of a white mark, but not too bad. So the color is just fantastic, and I'm going to zoom in here so you can see this. So you can see a little white down here. This whiteboard was cut a little bit different than the other one, and I measured the other one and didn't measure this one. But all in all, it turned out really good for, a buck. Well, the Dollar Tree I went to, they were $1. Usually they're $1.25. So this was a really good deal. So I'm really happy with how these turned out. So here they are with a little bit of my fall decor, and I think they are just amazing. You can't go wrong with these whiteboards, dry erase boards, whatever you want to call them. They are amazing for the price, and they take the sublimation ink so well. Like I said, please like my video and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos and see items that I've used below. Have a great day.